As Road Ranger Anthony Weekly made his normal round on 295, his headlights reflected off of something in the woods near Dunn Avenue, the taillights of a crashed car.
Then I could see the orange that was reflecting off of the trees around the front end, and I knew there was a fire.
In that moment, Weekly says he heard screaming and ran to the car to find the driver trapped inside.
It was tucked into his floorboards. He'd hit the tree pretty hard, and I think ruptured the fuel lines. It started burning very quickly.
As the fire began to overtake the front of the car, Weekly says he knew he had to act quickly.
And I asked him if he was going to be okay, and he said he was. So I went ahead and just yanked him out of the vehicle all at once, and then he and I worked together to get him up the hill as quickly as we could.
Jacksonville Fire Rescue and the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene minutes later. In a letter sent by JSO Sergeant M.J. Lesser to the Road Ranger supervisor, the sergeant says Weekly's swift actions saved the driver from serious burns or great bodily injury. Weekly says looking back that night, he believes everything happened for a reason, stopping to check abandoned vehicles and the fact that he didn't feel 100%, so he was driving slower than normal. It all put him in the right place at the right time.
If I hadn't done all of those, I wouldn't have rolled up at that moment.
A moment that saved one life and changed another.
So I was able to get into contact with the driver that Weekly saved. He didn't want to have his name used in the story, and we are respecting that. He says he is recovering from serious injuries to both of his legs, and he is grateful to Weekly and says he will never forget him and how he saved his life that night.